You're live.
Did it work?
Hey, I think it's working.
Wow.
Look at that. Oh, where's Emily?
Fabulous.
Hey, is there anybody there? Are we
Hi.
live?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, guys.
Hey, hello. Here, she'll put her computer away and I'll get you set up.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
I don't even know where I put my sunglasses. There they are. I don't even know.
That,
Hello, welcome.
that was
We switched to NordVPN. Turns out we have to turn that off before we go live. Sorry about that.
Oh, VPN. Hey, Dave.
What's up,
Thanks for
Dave?
joining. Sorry if we were late. I know we're in the central time zone right now, and it's 4:05. So my bad if I set the live stream to go off at a different time. That's my mistake.
We're trying.
We're trying.
We don't love the live stream.
Yeah, there's
Like
got to
the
be better
technology
ways to do
for it.
this.
Not the idea. We like the idea, but this doesn't seem to support us the way that we're looking for.
Yeah, we did like Roland's idea for the Zoom call.
Something like that.
We might be moving into that in the future. Not this month though. This was just already set up and ready to go, or so I thought.
yeah. Well, hey, cheers. I made us a little drink.
Yeah.
For a good,
It's 5 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah, here you go, Dave. Cheers.
Cheers. We just figured out that we're gonna play a long-term game with our buddy boats. Oh, nice. Good
Sick,
to hear
yeah.
positive feedback about that. We'll put more consideration into that for sure then.
Yeah. We're also at a place. You're about to see a big party go by. Big party boat go by.
Yeah.
There it is.
They're a little bit loud, sorry. It's
Yeah.
just so hot downstairs right now.
Oh, yeah. The heat is turned on here on the southern tip of Mexico. We're at this place, Dave. I don't know if you like geography or not, but all of Mexico is whittled down into this little point, and then it takes a hard 90-degree turn towards the east. I mean, or west, whatever you're looking. And we're just about to go across that horizontal piece, and it's the end of Mexico. It's a national park, so it's very popular, and you get stuck here waiting for weather windows. So right now there's 5 boats in this little anchorage.
Yeah, 5 sailboats, all waiting to cross the Tehuantepec.
Yeah, that's Tehuantepec. So that's what we're up to, and it's fun. It's been a nice place. I did a crazy mission today. Yeah, life's good.
Cool about that?
Any questions? Anything we can answer for you guys?
We haven't gotten many questions in the comment section lately, so we don't have much to go by there. I gave you guys a rundown on the Tehuantepec the other day, so I think that might have been yesterday even. So
What was it?
yeah, we can tell you a little bit more about that jump though. We think it's going to take us about 2.5 days, and the weather is looking really good for us to actually be able to sail most of it, which is really good. Most people have to motor across that entire 200-mile Gulf.
Yeah, which is what we've been preparing to do. It would be the most we've motored ever.
Yeah, but everybody did a big fuel run today, all of us and our buddy boats. So we're gearing up in case we have to motor that far, but the weather, as long as it holds out into Wednesday, it looks like we should be able to sail for most of it. So that would be really wonderful.
Yeah, the weather starts turning nasty again Sunday, but we should be at least halfway through at that point, and then the bad weather would be behind us. Not that we want to be in bad weather, but making it halfway is at least important so that if it does start to turn bad, it pushes us along and we're not fighting it.
You're getting a parade right now. It's getting to be sunset, so everybody's going back with all their tourists for dinner. It's loud. If it gets too loud or too noisy, let us know and we can move downstairs.
We heard talk that there might be a carnival in town tonight. So I think the plan's maybe to do an evening mission to go see if we can see a carnival. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, little cultural experience before leaving Mexico. Our next stop is called Chiapas, which is mostly military based. There isn't a whole lot to do there. There is a little town, but it sounds like you really just go there to check out, get situated, and then head to the next country. So we'll be in Chiapas for probably a week max. and then hopefully be able to catch a window into El Salvador.
Yeah, the next is El Salvador. And that's going to be a really big change for us because for a brief moment in El Salvador, we're going to switch to land-based travel. So we'll still have our boat and still be at anchor, but it connects to 3 different countries, El Salvador does, by land, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua. And as we check into El Salvador, we get access to those other 3 countries by land.
Mhm.
So we're going to take like long weekend adventures and go see those different countries and return back to the boat every time. And then, then we'll bounce and keep going south. But I'm really excited about El Salvador. It should be a fun change of pace.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
We've done almost no inland adventures.
Yeah, it's hard with the dog. It's hard to leave the boat with the dog.
Yeah.
So we'll
Ludo.
figure something out, but it'll be okay. We're looking forward to it. It'll be fun. This year is so much, like, distance traveled isn't too much more than we've already done in the last year, but culture-wise and just like experience-wise, it is already shaped up to be very, very different. We're going to be in a lot of different countries, and we're doing buddy boating this year instead of being like totally alone like we were in Baja. So this year is very different, and it's been very fun.
Yeah, I would say the same things. Very different, very fun.
Yeah. Sometimes we have a hard time drawing the line between like work and play, that balance to dynamic to cruising. But I think we're getting there, and it's just been fun.
I think I described it the other day as a very tangible opportunity cost. When I was working full time and going into the office, it wasn't like I could fuck off and go snorkeling in the best place ever, right? Like the alternative was sitting in my apartment. So like might as well go to work. The opportunity cost wasn't there. It wasn't sitting in front of me. But here, fuck it. It's paradise. It's beautiful here. And like you can see the things you're not doing so evidently. And it's not to say that we don't enjoy doing those things, but it really makes you, at least for me, makes me do my pros and cons list a lot more. I'm going through like, maybe I can do this. I'm trying to optimize it. Like maybe I can do this now and do that thing later, and then the sun will be down and I can do X, Y, or Z, and a lot more debate because you can just like touch the things that you would otherwise be skipping out on.
Yeah, it's especially hard in a place like this where it's national park land and the water is so clear and warm that you can jump off your boat and go swim the closest rock wall, which is 40 yards away. So we've had a couple days. Yeah, we've had a couple days where we've been able to just work a little bit in the morning and then go do an afternoon excursion and go snorkeling for 2 or so hours and then get back on the boat, rinse off, and get back to work.
Yeah. We've been seeing so many cool aquatic marine life. That's redundant. Marine life. And we saw 3 different types of eels at the last stop. An octopus, parrotfish, triggerfish, hogfish, grouper snapper, all of them.
Yeah, but the waters are all protected, so we can't do any spearfishing.
No spearfishing, but they're beautiful.
They're
they're curious because they haven't been hunted, which is nice. And we also saw that, what kind of turtle was that? Do you remember?
It was like a hawksbill or something turtle.
Hawksbill.
Critically endangered, so it was cool to see. Sad that it is endangered, but to know that it's endangered and you got to see one is still pretty cool.
We all agreed, though, that it looked like a very healthy young adult, even before we knew it was endangered. We're like, that's a great-looking turtle.
Yeah. And it was cool. It was in like 30 feet of water. Not 30, sorry. It was in like 15 feet of water, so we all got to do a little diving practice to go dive down and see it. It was pretty fun. We had a good time. We're having a good time.
Yeah. Life is good. It's always... You guys done any scuba? We'll take your questions. Yeah. Sure, Dave. Hey. I did scuba one time. Have you ever done scuba?
I've never done scuba. It's always been something that's on our cruising list, and we have some really good friends who are certified to teach, whatever that entails. So they have offered to bring all of their gear aboard APA so that we can essentially use APA as the platform. The opportunity just hasn't come up yet. So eventually we would love to do scuba. It's just not something that has presented itself as of yet.
I could definitely see us getting into it. The time I did it was to get my first certification. So it was all done in an indoor pool. So it was super boring. And then I never did anything with my certification. And it has for sure expired by now. But I was a teenager and, that's life.
Yeah.
But we could do it. We have enough space for all the gear too. It's pretty expensive to buy into. A couple grand for the suit and the harness and the tank holder and all that. But if we can find one used, for sure.
Yeah.
We found a really nice used spear gun a couple anchorages ago. It was like a $200 spear gun. We got it for $20.
And a cold beer.
Yeah, and a cold beer. Gave him a cold beer, and it had like an extra reel attached to it. He was an older cruiser. He was probably retired. He's been cruising for a while, and he said that just these days there's nothing left to spear, which is super interesting because we get super excited about spearing and like we find things, but I guess to his previous knowledge, it's barren.
He's been cruising in Baja area, the whole Sea of Cortez for like, I don't know, probably 10, 15 years at this point.
Maybe we'd even gone higher, 15, 25.
Yeah, so he is probably used to what the sea used to be, which the sea is not what it used to be.
Yeah.
It was very diverse and a lot of healthy, full-grown fish, and it's just been overfished. So he was giving away a spear gun because he doesn't think there's any fish anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're cautious about what we fish, but we're definitely not seeing these like massive grouper that we know people have found before. We're not seeing fish like that out here.
Yeah, people talk about their fishing experiences, and we're still in awe. Like, wow, how do you do that? Actually, this may be a bit of a sad point, but a very real point. We were coming around Port Angel a couple days ago, and probably about 30 pongas came out, and each of them dropped a line. They're called long lines. It's a piece of twine between two floating buoys, and it's between 1 and 3 miles long. They're crazy long lines. And like every 10 meters, 30 feet, they drop a fishing line down with a little bit of bait and like a Coke bottle at the top to keep it buoyant. And we had 30 of these mile-plus long lines around us, and we had to like navigate around them, which was terrible. We were not happy about it. I was fuming. I was ready to quit boat life. I was pissed off.
It was tough.
But short stories get long. They brought so many fish in. I could just watch them. They had big fucking tuna after big fucking tuna, and they must have caught 300 fish that would like send us to the moon. Like if we caught one of those, I will consider myself a fisherman, you know? So that was a little disheartening. And that's definitely what's happening. People used to catch these fish because there weren't 30 fucking long lines. Now there are.
Yeah, that's just the way the world unfortunately is.
Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see what other countries do about it. Mexico doesn't give a shit that they're illegal internationally. I wonder if other countries will.
From what we've heard from people who have already done the Pacific Central American coastline, the whole coastline is like this. You'll find fishing villages along the way that's their method of fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like we're not out of the clear leaving Mexico.
Like, I don't want to deprive fishing villages of their livelihood, but they used to catch those fish and eat them and support life that way. But now they catch the fish to sell them and support their life with the money, which is great. I love them supporting their lives, but them eating a couple fish is very different than fucking Walmart trying to buy 10 million fish a year to flash freeze, you know?
Well, now we're just talking about the ethics of commercial production.
Now you got me talking about politics again.
Oh, what's Brazil like? Are they much more like cautious about things? Are they more like conservative? I don't know that much about Brazil, honestly.
No, me neither. I know they have the giant party, and I think they have the like god at the top, right? The mountain somewhere.
Yeah, they have a big statue of Jesus.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. It's very, like, I feel like I've watched a few commercial fishing documentaries, and they always leave you feeling like a little hollow, a little sad. And it is crazy. And we know that the conservation laws in areas like this in the national park are to save these places from that level of commercial fishing. But we're sitting here like we're looking for dinner. We're looking for something to sustain ourselves, not to be out here selling. And so we're seeing all these really good grouper and these really good hogfish and even like terminal phase hogfish that you're not necessarily damaging the reproductive cycle in any way by spearing them. And so you're looking at these reefs down here being like, I just want to get the gun out real quick and just shoot dinner. And you can't do that because it's a conservation land and we respect that. but we know that it's not really for us that those laws exist. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a very weird balance in all of it, and it
Yeah.
just makes you so starkly aware of it living on a boat.
All of the pongas around here fish all the time, all night. I got people shining bright lights in the water to
Yeah.
attract the fish and then catch them by net,
Yeah.
which is a shame.
Yeah, and like you can't do anything about it, so you're just watching it and feeling bad about it and knowing that it is what it is.
When I was a child, one time I got really upset because I threw plastic away and I should have recycled it. My grandparents had recently traveled to India, and they're like, "Don't worry about it. Like, you're doing so much good." And I guess India at that time was like really bad, and they're like, all of these other countries need to pick it up a little bit, and it would have so much more impact than you going nuts about a plastic bottle in the trash can.
Yeah, we can do our part though, and we try to do our part.
We observe all the laws.
We observe all the laws and we try to follow some kind of moral code. Whatever that may be in the moment.
Yeah, life's good on a boat. I've been talking to Maya a lot lately. That's one of her buddy boats. They're sitting behind the computer here, but they're like a 30-foot boat. And we preach a lot about like how anybody can go do this, and the cost of living is so small. And it's so interesting to watch their experience because it's on like a lake boat. I mean, yes, sorry, it's not on a lake boat. It's on a very small boat that was designed to cross oceans. So it's not comfortable, but it's hella fast and stable. And they're having a very different experience than us on a larger, more modern cruising boat.
Yeah, it makes you compare the cost of living to the quality of life much more clearly, much more, I don't know, just like in your face. Not that they're having a bad experience. It's just so vastly different from ours. And I feel like we've gotten so used to living aboard Appa that we wonder if we could even transfer into the way that they're living and like succeed.
Yeah.
Like we give them kudos for what they're doing because we aren't sure we would be able to like stomach that quality of life.
The female partner of the group, of the couple that runs Maya, was talking about she has a lot more experience on boats like Appa. And she's like worried that Maya, their current boat, is going to ruin the experience for Jake, the male partner of the group, before like he falls in love with cruising. So yeah, they're going to go to the carnival with us. They got diesel with us. They're doing all the same experience stuff with us. But when they go back to the boat, I don't think they get the same amount of like rest.
Yeah.
And maybe that's changing my idea of cruising a little bit. Maybe I don't preach just go for it as much.
Yeah. This is part of why we're putting together the like seminar series though, and why we're going to start going through our thought process behind cruising and how we bought our boat systems at the end of March. Because I think one of the things that has been talked about a lot to us from other cruisers who are new out here is, the YouTube scene like glamorizes everything and shows you only the best parts, which is true. So we want to do the seminar series to kind of like show you where our priorities lay in buying a boat and having this lifestyle, and how it may differ from what you see in YouTube.
Yeah, and I think you'll find surprising what we do and don't care about, because there are things that are broken on Appa that you might find nuts.
Yeah,
and we're like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, the seminars are not just for people who are looking to buy boats, but it's really just so we can show you a more clear perspective on what the boat buying process was like for us, and how we have seen our priorities materialize in extremely beneficial ways. That's kind of our hope, is to give people an idea of like what they can cope with.
Yeah.
Living in a very like resource conscious atmosphere.
I'd also love, and Dave, I'm maybe assuming this, feel free to let us know. But like, I feel like people who watch boat YouTube just kind of like boats. Like, I know, even though I live on a boat, I still watch a lot of boat YouTubes. Right now I'm hooked on Safe Haven Marine. They're building those like badass catamarans that go out in storms. Total tangent, but like from the seminars, I hope that people are able to.
You're fine. Sorry.
I hope that people are able to like look at boats when they're sitting on a beach and like know little things about them. Like, oh, that boat is set up to go in the trade winds because it's cutter rigged. Or like, oh, that boat is really just meant to go fast because the back is really flat and wide. Like, there's a lot of little things you can catch about a boat that at least I appreciate as somebody who likes boats.
Yeah.
I don't know. But also, we'll bend them if you guys want to learn different stuff. Or
Yeah, they are very at the moment open to interpretation. So if even as a person who is not looking to buy a boat, if there are very like certain or specific questions that you have about why we chose a boat that we did, or what we were looking for, or like how you would interpret the lifestyle you are looking for in a boat, those are the kind of things that you can drop in our direct messages or throw a comment out there, and we can delve into that. It's not like a limited thing. It's something that we are hoping to do kind of continuously.
Ocean fishing, solar, diesel.
We are a bit biased. That is very true.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, we
just trying to give out as much information
Drink.
and realistic information as we possibly can. That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the hope.
We also get enjoyment from giving things to patrons.
Yeah.
So like we are biased in that way as well. Like we want to provide the seminar for you, so like you feel you get more from supporting us. We hope you like this shit.
Yeah, we know that we kind of disappeared for like a week after the continuation of our voyage, the unexpected continuation of our voyage from Acapulco. But we're trying to get back in the swing of things now that we're settling in and more direct on a route. So hopefully we will be sticking around doing a lot more real-time updates than the past couple weeks have been.
Yeah, dude, it's been a wild ride.
A very wild ride.
We've been holding on by the
skin of our teeth. The seat of our pants.
The seat of our pants. I tried mixing those two. I was like, the teeth of my pants seat. I don't understand this. But yeah, we've been fucking hustling, dude.
Yeah,
I've had at least one breakdown. But we're back.
We've all had at least one breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, we're getting into it.
Well, Dave, it's wrapping up here, dude. Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to ask?
Last minute.
Anything you want to suggest?
Comments?
I had a YouTuber ask for more dog footage. So one of these episodes coming up, there's like 5 clips of Lou. Tons of fun.
I also put a lot of Lou in my upcoming episode.
We got this powerboat right off our bow now. See him up there?
Oh, yeah.
He's a big one, too.
Very big powerboat. Yeah, if there's nothing, no last minute things. You love the long sailing clips.
Oh, dude, that's great to know.
We
Hell
also
yeah,
love the long
Dave.
sailing clips.
I love putting those together with the music and the waves. Nice.
Yeah, this year we are also trying to put more effort into explaining why we're sailing the way that we're sailing, and give better updates on our speed and our course over ground and all the kind of details behind that.
Or even like what the route is.
Because we are a sailing channel, so you gotta delve into the sailing. So glad to hear that you enjoy that.
Yeah, thanks for the feedback. That's so helpful.
Yeah.
The next episode, I'm putting in a long sailing clip.
Cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Thanks, Dave. And appreciate it.
Yeah, much appreciated. Again, sorry if the time change was off. I am doing my best out here. We will, because I potentially got this wrong, we may go shift over into like a Zoom call type thing next month. That sounds very possible here.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled for that. And then after the first seminar, we'll probably let it ride for like 3 or 4 days, and then we'll do a Zoom type call through one of the platforms to do a live Q&A much like this, but we'll be able to get much more direct feedback in the Zoom meeting kind of thing. So
we're talking slideshows.
Yeah, it'll be like a 15-minute slideshow, and then we'll let that sit for a few days so people can watch it, and then we'll do a Zoom call type thing so that people can ask their questions, give us their feedback, etc., etc. But yeah, thanks for tuning into the live stream. It has been wonderful. Thanks for joining us. Sorry that we were late.
Happy March.
Happy March.
Oh, celebrate St. Patrick's Day for us.
It's Will's favorite holiday. Oh, nice. That's great to know, Dave. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome, Dave. All right.
You guys
We're
can
out.
lunch.
Yip yip.
Cool. Wait. I can't talk right now. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you at the end of the month or next month, whenever you tune in. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Yip yip. I said everybody.